Hey, what's up, guys? Shabbat Shalom. I guess I'm trying to get a thought out of my head. I know it's a profound one. I'll probably delete this video and I'll find a new way, a new form of expression. Anyways, I do want to thank everybody for not picking fights with me because a lot of times I just have to express myself, and I do it on Facebook and then I'll delete the video later or whatever, and then 2 weeks later I'll be posting about the same exact thing. I just have a better way to get it out of my head. So this one's huge. 1 second. It's the days of the year. Like, I follow a lot of productivity people, a lot of people that are trying to find easier ways to go about their workflow. And so back to the fundamentals. I know a lot of people, most people on this planet, the way they view time is with that little calendar box format. And I guess it doesn't get any simpler than that. That works. In fact, it leads to some questions like, how did they think of time 2,000 years ago in ancient Judea? Anyways, so I'm using the Essene calendar, and so I guess one question we could ask is how I view time, since I am using a different calendar, and it is different now. So the way I view time is I'm doing everything by the day of year. So for instance, today, it's like the 2nd of Sepafal. Sepafal 2, all right, it's Shabbat. And in the Gregorian calendar, it's September or October. Hang on, my watch will tell me. I think it's September. It is September, right? God, I'd hate to be wrong. I don't know, because I use this calendar. It just converts for me. Okay, it's one of the two. The 22nd, right? And you'll see it as a box. Okay. Well, for me, everything's a 3-digit number. 214th day of the year. It'll always fall on the Shabbat. It'll always fall within octafall. It'll always fall in the same month, same day of the month, same day of the week. And next year, 214th day of the year, it'll be the same. So for me, time is always a 3-digit number. That's it. So, and I talked about the foot measurements the other day. You can look at it as millimeters or centimeters. I'm either 260 millimeter, that's the length of my foot, or 26 centimeters. One of the two, it doesn't matter. And so I could just look at it as the day of the year. Just a 3-digit number tells me the month, the day of the month, and the day of the week, and it will never change. So that's pretty cool. And, but in the Dead Sea Scrolls, they don't do that. They do it like everybody else, the month number and the day of the month. And my question is why? Because the more you use the Essene calendar, the more useless that becomes. You don't need it. All you need is a 3-digit number. People like PSI, pounds per square inch, even in foreign countries that don't use the imperial system, that are all metric, because it's a 2-digit number. It condenses the information. For me, the information's really condensed, and I could rely on it, and I could fall back on it, and it will never fail me. So, I do have an answer. I think it's because the ancient Essenes didn't regard the Tekufa, there's 4 days of the year, as actual days. And that would have prevented them from enumerating the days of the year. Theory number 2, as in why they don't necessarily do things the way I do them. We're using the same calendar, I just do everything day of year. Bills, things I got to do, everything, so that I could put my feet in the right place and time. I do things by day of year. And why the ancient Essenes didn't do it, another reason may have been they wanted to make an easy transition for rabbinical Judaism and also Karaites, and maybe even Samaritans. They did actually kind of, I didn't want to say they proselytized, but they did want people to join them. So that may be the other reason. Anyways, so that's how I view time. It's straight up, kind of like in a list form, day of year, small number on top, bigger numbers are further out in the year down, just a simple list that reoccurs and recycles and repeats itself to infinity.